external facing license?
Of course, licensing point of view, yes, you would. If it's a public facing site, you need the external.
And is it still $40,000 or something like that?
No, I think if you give my name to them, they take off the $1,000.
You're talking about licensing for SharePoint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the external facing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
think it's
there's a
like-
standard edition now that if you're using a single domain target, it's around 11, 12,000
It's cheaper.
Okay,
Per front end server.
print server, but it's only a single domain
right, okay.
is the intention. It does not disable any of the enterprise features in it, but you're only supposed to use the standard features.
Okay.
You can use it, nobody will. Here are 2 quick links. The first link goes to wssdemo.com, which has a power pivot of, I think, 2,000 plus sites based on country, based on the version, that you can actually browse through to get inspiration, to see what's possible, what's not, telling your developers, hey, I want this, or I want something of that sort. It's a good example because a lot of times I've done workshops where you have business users sit in a room and I ask them, okay, what do you want? And they're like, we don't know. Right? And sometimes it's good to show them examples of work you've done or work that is possible, but a lot of times it's not the right idea either, because they do get influenced by what you've shown them. The other example here is goes to BrightStarr's design, some of the designs that we've done. So you're welcome to look at that link as well. All right. Now that we went through why brand SharePoint, I think we all get a great sense of that. Let's go into some of the tools. One of the tools that I love using is paper and pen. I get executives, VPs, department heads, assistants in a room, and I ask them to wireframe what their homepage will look like, and look at their ideas. And I do a whole host of other things as well during the workshops, and that, I think, provides me more valuable information than any other thing I've done in the past. So when you step away from technology and look at it from the outside, you get a lot more non-technical people providing input. The other thing that I love doing is collaborative wireframes. And that's essentially creating mock-ups, wireframes, using a tool that I love using, Balsamiq. There's other great tools as well, but I've kind of grown and learned to respect the owners and the developers there. Balsamiq, if you look at it from here, this is, you could say, your typical, this is, let's say, typical site with your content sliders, with some links over here. It has nothing on there about color. It has nothing about there on fonts. It's very focused when you talk with somebody. What do you like about this? What don't you like about this? You get direct answers before you add additional detail to your solutions. Right? So this is kind of my way of telling developers out there, don't open up SharePoint Designer, build a mock-up, and ask your boss, hey, what do you think? Wrong way to do it. Kind of step back. As they say, the 80-20 rule, right? A lot of your work, 80% of it should go into planning a solution, including branding. All right, so let's do a quick, if you want a web-based demo of Balsamiq mockups, that's a link. It goes to their web-based demo. If you would like a license of Balsamiq mockups, it's 60, 70, or 80 bucks.
79.
79.
Just bought it today.
You bought it today?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to spend 79 bucks and you want a free license, message me on Twitter, tweet about the user group meeting tonight, and I'll pick somebody out at random to win the prize. But free license of Balsamiq mockups. All right? And if you want my Twitter handle at the end of the presentation, you'll get that as well. So let's go through a quick demo of Balsamiq mockups. So Balsamiq mockups is great because it gives you common assets that you can just drag and drop right in front of your meetings, your sessions that you have. Let me just zoom out a little here. So there's a browser. That's what I was looking for. very easy if you want to add things, you want to update them. You know, placing certain content areas within your environment or within how you want your site to look. It's great. For example, here's a quick mock-up of, let's say, how I would love my personal site to be if I had the time. So I think there is something called cover flow. Kind of already mocked one up here. Let me just zoom out. So here's another one with a quick launch bar. There's actually templated Balsamiq templates already available online of quick launch bar, the ribbon. Somebody's went through the trouble of recreating the ribbon on Balsamiq mockups. Anything of that sort, you can actually drag and drop these elements in there and just you know, mock up your designs if you wanted to. If you wanted to invest the time into properly having a proper solution. So, any questions? All right, those wireframes, those templates, the links are there as well. If you're tired of copying the links on your paper, then remember, PowerPoints will be available. So let's go through some SharePoint terminology. We all kind of have an idea what master pages are, but there are some new items that are available. One is your administrative pages, your application pages, everything that's underscore layouts. In 2007, wasn't branded. You had to have a separate master page to brand that, and that wasn't really supported. I mean, there was a supported method, but it was very annoying. Now you can use a single master page to brand your administrative sites as well. The document structure and the use of div CSS layouts, it's greatly improved. We don't have, I think, 50 plus. They had a lot of tables in 2007 as a real pain to make it look the same in all the different browsers. So the greater use of div and CSS is a huge benefit to us developers out there and designers. And of course, cross-browser support, phenomenal, much, much better. What's the same? There's still tables. There's definitely still inconsistent web part markup. What else? Anybody else noted something that's still the same? Outside of branding, I think one of them was if you go to Site Actions and you have Enterprise turned on, and you go to Manage Content and Structure, it's still 2007. It doesn't implement the ribbon anymore. It doesn't implement the ribbon yet. That's still the same. So there's still some things that Microsoft they haven't invested the time into to further improve the platform, but they've done a great job. All right, so the number of master pages, kind of at the high level, we're looking at 4 master pages. The v4.master gives you the SharePoint 2010 user interface. The default.master, if you still have applications and you have 2007 and 2010 in your environment, you can use the default.master, which gives you SharePoint 2007 look and feel with the 2010 backend. Simple.master is used for the error pages, which is great because it doesn't have all the ribbon, doesn't have all the extra content that needs to be displayed, or that doesn't need to be displayed. So if we look at master pages and page layouts, who's kind of aware of what master pages are and what page layouts are? I'm hoping a lot of you put up your hand. The assumption really here is that we all love SharePoint, we all worked with it. So this picture shouldn't really be a huge eye-opener to you. You got your master pages, which include your logo, your global nav, your page layouts, which include your web part zones. You put them together, and that's how SharePoint renders it. So another way to look at that is, let's say, City of Barrie. Their master page included the logo, included their top navigation and their search. They wanted that on every single page.